appears that this pop superstar has shocked many people, not just over her career, but really now by looking like this. And seemingly for her, this could backfire if people now don't wish to spend their hard-earned cash in a cost of living crisis to see the 64-year-old pop icon Madonna. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company. We often talk about music, don't we? Because we all love it. And when you look at people back, I think this is the problem. And I think I've said this to you before. When you have a famous album cover, it could be the Eurythmics, can't it? Or Rick Astley or Madonna, whichever. They have to stay in your mind at that age, don't they? It's a bit odd when you think about it, isn't it? We're allowed to age, they're not. This particular picture popped up at this year's Grammy Awards. Madonna was on stage to present an award to an artist who's also created a lot of controversy, Sam Smith, but he was really eclipsed. And this is the problem, isn't it? Everybody's now talking about this new face by Madonna. Totally unrecognizable, at 64 years old, not a wrinkle on her face, but the bottom line is she's doing what pleases her, people might say. But now what's happened is she recently announced her celebration tour, 4 decades in music, where she's going to be revisiting many of her hits on a world tour. A big undertaking for anyone of any age. And when you look at the tour schedule, you have to say to yourself, wow, she's got more stamina than me. You know what I mean? I mean, that is a lot to undertake. Now, Madonna's shows way back in the 80s, 90s and the noughties were all about dancing, wonderful choreography, sort of special effects, that sort of stuff. But now, of course, you have to look and think, how will she portray these particular individual songs? But now there's a bit of a thing building up by a lot of people who are rather cruel, saying, well, look, she kind of looks, and I'm not being unkind here, but totally different. Who really wants to pay to see someone like that? Wouldn't it be better to put out a compilation or a musical and let that tour in the vein, say, of, the ABBA show Mamma Mia? Those girls have definitely decided that the best way forward is to recreate their look with their ABBA Voyage, green screen sort of dolls, as it were, to remind people in their heyday what they looked and what they sounded like. It kind of makes sense when you think about it. But of course, Madonna's all about appearing youthful. And according to a very good source, she was very pleased with her appearance and her performance at the Grammy Awards, leaving many people literally in the audience open-mouthed. Now, when you've got a big tour to sell, particularly with a major company like Live Nation, they may, think, well, this is great. We've got masses of PR. People will be interested. And there is no doubt Madonna is a cultural icon who can definitely fill venues. But really, it's going to be interesting now whether people will judge her on her looks rather than the absolute wonderful back catalogue that she's given us over the years. Whether you're a fan or not, you will like one Madonna track at least, from Holiday to Don't Tell Me or something like that. We all know one, don't we? And it sticks in your ear like an earworm. Many people are also saying that she should learn to live old gracefully and not be as bad as she looks. But then again, if you look at the other side of the coin, the First Lady of the United States, Jill Biden, was there to present an award and people attacked her for looking old. So as a source close to Madonna told me, can you truly win either way? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Happy to age gracefully? Or if you had the money, would you go down this route? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.